Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We back.
Yes, sir.
We back. Man, what's going on? That boy Corey. Let that ride. Let that ride a little bit.
I know, right?
Yeah. Damn. Feeling like the only one.
Yeah.
Looking for the sources, but little on the fun.
Yeah.
Never can I force this. Show remorse with this. Man, hope we make it to the first of the month.
I'm struggling to get to the first. You feel me? Man.
What you moving slow for? You really need to leave your man, cause he acting like a bozo.
Need to leave that bozo.
And don't worry about these other hoes, though. I should be on roll, so I just cut then leave. That's how it goes. So baby, hop in your car
love it,
and
bro.
come on through and let me do what I'm supposed to do. What I'm supposed to do. Yeah, baby, stop wasting time. I can't keep running with you running through my mind.
Yeah.
Even though it's fun at the time, I gotta go. Matter of fact, I'm gone and I'm never looking back.
Yes, sir.
Man, Corey can go, bro.
That's that boy Corey. Shout out my boy Corey, man. Man, shout out to my guy, man. One of the best in the Springfield area, putting on for the city.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to my guy, bro. I finally got to meet him at the Arvis, bro. He just doing a lot of big time stuff. I love it. He's trying to, and that's what I love about 2020, like 2025. Obviously, it's about to be 2026 now, but like you get to just learn so much, and he's trying to make like he basically told me like, Toe, I'm tired of waiting on people. Like if I got the lyrics, I'm tired of waiting on the beat. If I got the song, I'm tired of waiting on the video. Like make it an all one house shop. Also, he doing like fashion stuff too. Like, man, shout out to Corey, man. If you don't know who that is, tap in with my guy, man. We gotta find. I'm gonna plug his stuff in the comments, and yeah, definitely like go subscribe to my guy, whatever he on. I think he's trying to do like some vlogs and stuff. He just got his first FX3. He going crazy with it.
Hey, man,
you know what I'm saying?
Music is his new music too. Oh, it's fire. I've been
my
listening
vibe
to it.
too, like our vibe, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he making like grown people music. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I'll
Some
see.
with a good message in it, where it's just not always this shoot 'em up, bang bang.
Not that YN stuff. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and place for that stuff. But me, this is the type of music I want to listen to right there. You feel me?
Amen.
But dog, first of all, we got a lot of I guess you could say clearinghouse things we need to talk about. First of all, let's check in. How you doing, fam?
Man, I'm doing great, bro.
Yep.
Can't complain, man. I've been going to listen. This is the best time of the year because watch this, bro.
Come on, bro.
You get high school basketball, boys and girls. You get college basketball, boys
about
and
it.
girls.
Talk about it.
You get the NBA.
Yep.
And you get college football, the playoffs going on.
Yep.
And you get the NFL.
Yeah.
This is
Peak,
to me, this
peak sports time, bro.
man, you have so much stuff to talk about,
For
so
sure.
many topics to talk
For
about,
sure.
man. And I tell you right now, bro, it seems like every day, I know you know this, like it seems like every day we're in a new gym.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah. And I've been blessed like this year, for the first time I got to go to Reed. And I've never been to Reed like
Oh,
the
nice.
whole time I've been out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's cool being able to like check off new gyms that I haven't been to before, you know?
On the north side, right?
Yeah.
I've been there a few times.
No, for
yeah.
sure. And welcome back to, another edition of the State of Course podcast. We still don't know what episode this is, but
It'll get put down right there.
it'll get put down somewhere right where Stead Figure was, you know what I'm saying? But like, but y'all, I want to apologize, bro, because I want to apologize, but I got to get real, like, Stan know, and I won't necessarily say what I went through, but Stan know what I went through.
Amen.
Like, to keep it a stack with y'all, bro, I'm not a person that cry a lot. Like, I think it's okay for men to cry, but I'm rarely moved to tears, right? Like, my grandpa passed, and we knew, like, he was kind of deteriorating, like, it wasn't like a sudden pass.
Yeah.
I didn't even cry at his funeral. Like, and I don't say that to be, like, tough. I just say that's just who I am. You know, I'm rarely moved to tears. And what I just recently went through is like put me like tear, like boo-hoo cry. You know what I'm saying? Stan though, I won't disclose on this because I don't like putting too much personal stuff out there because I hate using stuff as like a crutch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I truly believe as men, bro, we got to get back to being men. Like, and what men do, don't get me wrong, and I love it. Like I said, in 2026, we have more information. Like, guys need to, I love, like, Stan is like my accountability partner, bro.
Yeah.
Like, anytime he called me, bro, you're drinking water, Are you sleeping? Are you eating? Clearly, you know I'm eating because I'm fat. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's important, bro. That's important. Like, we need that as men to be able to check in and say, bro, you know what? I'm not doing okay right now.
Well, here's the thing about that. It's so tough for men. Pause that right now. It's so tough for men to reach out to someone else and say that they're going through stuff. So a lot of times, you know, we just got to just pay attention to the spirit and just know, like, we got a village, we got our family, the people that we look out for, our closest ones. So it's like, it's nothing wrong with reaching out, saying to your homie, hey, man, you good? Like, I may hit up my players, people that I work with, players in the program, whatever it may be, especially like on the guy side. It's like, man, we need that accountability because we always go around, because the world got to see us as like, rah, big, tough. And we got to, you know, we got to protect, provide, and take care of certain things. So like, a man just can't be walking around soft and crying all the time and like saying, oh, this and all that. So it's always good, man, to just make sure you just reach out, just look out for your loved ones. Like, hey, man, you good? Yeah. Like, you need to talk? Like, no, like, not even like the surface level, you good? Like, no, hey, are you good?
Like, let's dig deep right here.
Yeah,
I love
pause.
It.
Yeah, like,
no,
yo,
pause for sure.
Like, are you really, really cool? Like, is everything cool on it? Like, on the surface, you look good, but how's the family? How's your feelings going? You handling stuff? Is it too much? So
yeah, and I love that too, because like my pops was like that, bro. Like, now I'm older, like 28, knowing how life is, like the mindset of like, I gotta get this every month, and my kids gotta eat, and my kids play sports, and all this different stuff, and he made it look so easy, and it
ain't easy.
It's not, bro. But like, and my pops was just always such and that's what people always tell about me. Like, they like, bro, one of my players, I kid you not, at Central, he was like, Coach, you should just always seem so happy. And I'm like, bro, you don't know the halves sometimes. You don't know the halves. But I always love that saying of be where your feet is, bro. Like, be where you at. Like, if you in that moment, embrace that moment and love that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, when you go to certain situations, it may be bad, but when you in certain moments, embrace it, love it, like, because you got to cherish every moment, but you don't know what can happen tomorrow.
Well,
right?
Plus, just even with that, just having just that the negative mindset of like you succumb to your problems. Like, man, you know what, man? Like, this isn't the way it's supposed to be this time, and you always carrying that energy. What energy you think is gonna follow after that?
Exactly, bro.
Like, it's gonna have to be something negative, because all you putting out is negative now.
Come on.
Obviously, once you start getting your what's the word I want to use? Getting your aura up, getting your ability up to where like you get that positivity, it's gonna follow you at some point. It may not be in that thing, because it may not be in that moment, because watch this. What I realize is that we're either through 1 to 3 places. We either going through some shit, just got through going through some shit, or you're right in the middle of it. So we in one of those 3 areas right there where it's like, hey, so that's why it's a common ground with all of us. Like, you know, hey, all right, I know Toad, man, he either going through something, he either just got through with going through something, or he right in the middle of it.
Right in the middle of it. You feel me? So, and I say all of that to say, like, I apologize because the episodes haven't been coming out, but dog, I'm always grounded, because don't get me wrong, I always say what I feel like I do. I know it's important, but I don't put my head on a pedestal. I don't make it seem like, oh, it's big.tow, and you know, like, I'm the greatest and all that good stuff. Because at the end of the day, what I do, if my name ain't talked about at all, I don't care. I want the people that I'm trying to expose and give in a better get a better place. That's what I want to be the topic of conversation. But I'm always grounded, because this area, bro, has wrapped his arms around me and loved me and appreciated what I've done for this community. And so, like, them you know what I'm saying? Them little comments of, bro, I watched the pod. When the next one coming? You know what I'm saying? Like Mr. Neighbors yesterday at the Hillcrest Window game. He literally told me, like, bro, I've been waiting. Like, I got the post noties on, bro. Like, what's good? Like, come on, you feel me?
I know, right?
I'm like, and I love that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all, bro. I really do. Yeah. And we haven't recorded in a while. This is over a month since we sat down in the dungeon and recorded. So we glad to be back. I just wanted to get that disclaimer that I appreciate y'all. I'm hungry, bro. Me and Stan talk probably 4 times a week now. Yeah. Just the stuff we see, just little things we could talk about on the pod, who's going off, who's not going off, and all that good stuff. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so let's get into it. First of all, I want to start off negative. Unfortunately. I've been telling Stan, and I'm telling y'all, bro, y'all are lucky I didn't talk. I told Stan, y'all lucky that we don't have impromptu pods. Like, y'all lucky me and Stan don't live together. Because if I would have came home after one of these nights I was feeling like this, we would have got on the pod and recorded it that night, and it would have been like a 30 minutes of me just ranting.
A rant, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've since calmed down, but I'm about to find out how mad I'm gonna get on this mic. Okay?
Talk to me.
This is what I got a problem with. Okay? I totally understand some of you guys. This is for the guys. Shout out to Dale. We hadn't dropped Dale's episode yet. Up until when this one dropped, Dale's will be out at that point. So y'all will hear some of the things we talked about with Dale. But Dale challenged me this year and said, "Hey, Toe, y'all need to cover more girls." So I've been doing that. And at this point of the season, right? When we recorded this episode, we about the midway point of the season. Like, it's after the harvest.
We may have to rush this one.
This is the week of the blue and gold. This is the week of the blue and gold. So we'll see what happens when it drop.
Yeah.
But the problem I got with some of you fellas out here, bro, is that y'all goals and aspirations, y'all energy not matching that, and that's frustrating to me. That's very frustrating to me, dog. Because, like I said, I'm cool. I understand y'all. Some of y'all not gonna drop 40 every game. Y'all not gonna have a double-double. Y'all not gonna like light up the stat sheet every night. But the problem I got, bro, is some of y'all energy, bro.
Oh, the effort? Oh.
The effort, bro. Like, and this is the part that gets me. I know what situation you in, big dog. Like, I know what situation some of y'all in. Like, I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you when I'm talking to you right now, and I'm gonna be real. If you wondering, like, is Toe talking about me? If the shoe fits, you wearing it, big dog. I'm gonna be real. If the shoe is, if this hits home for you right now, then yes, I'm talking about you. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna drop no teams. I'm not gonna say nothing like that. But I know what some of the situations some of y'all are in, bro. And y'all not playing with the level of intensity like I'm trying to get in a better situation.
A sense of urgency.
You feel me?
Yeah,
like
something matters.
Something matters.
But like, I know what you mean, because then like you hear in the off season. Let's just be real. You hear in the off season, hey, the players they'll talk with us. They're like, "Yo, man, we ready to go this year, man. We ready to kick it in. I've been working hard this summer." And you're right. Like, even if you don't score 40, 20, whatever it may be, when I look on the court, your effort looks really, really, really half-assed.
Bro, like what? Like you almost entitled to it. Like, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I tell these guys all the time, bro. Bro, these college coaches, Stan was a college coach at one point. Stan, tell me if I'm lying or not. When you used to go recruit a guy, bring a guy to the school you at, your name is attached to that guy now. Okay? So Stan only got a couple times, I'm pretty sure, of guys to be bust that come in, not culture guys, don't want to work hard, not producing on the court, before the head coach look at you and say, "Wait a minute, big dog, the way you recruiting ain't getting it done." And that's how he feed his family?
Yeah. Like, no, you can't, especially in that situation, because obviously as a coach, you can get fired if you hit your wagon to the wrong recruit that comes in there, and then they come in there and then they just don't do what they're supposed to do. They don't work hard, whatever it may be. So yeah, players, you're right. Like, coaches have they have to recruit the whole entire area, but also you got to look at it from the standpoint of they're not just recruiting Southwest Missouri. They're looking at Kansas City. They're looking at St. Louis. They're looking in the Boot Hills. They're looking outside the state. They get emails from players and coaches like in Oklahoma, Texas. So you have all these areas.
Bahamas, coming from overseas. Like, it's dudes from overseas want your spot down.
Yeah, and then also watch this. I was at a girls' game this year, and I was sitting with the Division I. I was sitting with a Division I assistant where their recruiter was out there recruiting a couple of the girls. And what she told me flat out was, she said, "Man," and I won't say which game she was. I'm not going to divulge that. But we was at a game, and she was talking with me. She's like, "Yeah, I'm here to see these players right here." I was like, "Oh, cool." And she's like, "But I just don't like this player's effort right here." She's like, she's talented, but her effort isn't all the way there. She's like, "But now this other girl, man, her effort is there every single play.
Come on, man.
She's working hard." And then she said the separator was this. She was like, "Man, I love the girl's effort because also she was guarding the best player on the other team. When this other player, she wasn't guarding the best player on the other team."
What you ducking smoke for? What you ducking for? Come on, man. We gonna talk about some of that later because I've been liking some of the matchups I've been seeing.
Oh, it's been some great matchups.
But like, come on, bro. That really had me feeling a certain way, bro. Because I'm thinking about it too. Like I said, I'm not important at all. I'm not important. What I do is not important. But dog, use me for the platform I didn't build, right? Like use the platform, bro. You see certain people there at your games, bro. It's go time. Now it should be go time where there's 5 people in the gym.
Yep.
But especially when it's people in the gym that has a platform that can prevail you to be on a certain level of exposure that you know you need.
Well, also watch this. Another thing, players. I'm gonna give you guys some free wisdom. Parents, I'm gonna give you guys some free wisdom. Jewels right here. Check this out. So the games that you think people aren't watching, those college coaches, they're watching those games on Huddle.
Oh, for sure.
Even if they don't show their face where they're actually at the game in person, I'm gonna tell you what happens. They determine whether or not they're gonna go to your game off of watching it online. Like, all right, is it really worth it? Like, is this kid talented? Like, okay, look, let me grab my. Yeah. All right, I'm on Huddle right now. Can this kid go? You know what? I'm gonna have to go watch them play. Or if they
gotta
see
go
what
see
they
him in person. Yep.
So if you're thinking no one is watching, you completely got it messed up.
And that's the problem is the part I think about too. I'm like some of y'all I'm naive to. Like some of y'all I'm already like I'm what they say biased towards.
Biased towards, yeah.
So if you can't fool me,
yeah,
because it's very obvious who's playing hard and who's not playing hard.
You can look and
it's
see.
obvious, bro.
Yeah,
that's why you remember I made that story of either y'all didn't put the work in, or either you put the work in and you're not playing with confidence. Yeah. It's clear. It's clear. Now, at this point of the season, it's too early to tell who hadn't necessarily put the work in.
Oh, no, I could tell.
It was, so, you know what I'm saying? From your standpoint, you can tell.
I can tell who put in the work. Because if you're putting in the work, you're going to be confident to continue to keep doing what you're doing. And another thing is this. You don't have to, let me not say that because some players will take that the wrong way. Let me just say this. What talent do you have to really have in order to play hard and be a good teammate?
That's something you can control.
Watch this. I see players... Check this out, y'all. And this is something I automatically, I take this out of my, when I see this happening, and I've been to a few games where I've seen this, I've seen players come back over to the bench and sit down, and they don't sit down like this, where they're, engaged in the game, cheering for their teammates. Guess how they sit down?
What crazy work.
Are you serious, bro? You're not engaged? So you mean to tell me you're that selfish to when you get taken out of the game, you get to sit back in your chair, put your head back, you get to just lay back and just chill and do this while your teammates out here battling? Because watch this. When you in the game, your teammates is doing what? Standing up, clapping, cheering, but you don't got the same respect for that. So I pay attention. I see that. I'm watching that when you come out of the games. I'm seeing, hey, how are you connecting with your coaches, with your teammates? Are you high-fiving? Or are they trying to high-five you and you got your hand down? Are you frowning? No, what's up? What type of personality are you exuding? Because check this out. If you're exuding bad personality and we'll be talking about negative energy, who wants to be around that as your teammates?
It's a character, bro.
And then also, watch this. You're not marketable.
Come on, bro.
When you go to college, colleges want to be able to market you on the flyers, on the media. So how can they market your negative ass attitude when you always down, you always like this, you make it about yourself, you'll get mad at yourself in the game and make it only about yourself. But then your teammates, they trying to get some love and some encouragement, and you can't give them that. So that's another level of what people don't understand is how well are you being marketed? Are you marketable? Yeah. Because I'll give an example, a local example. Cayman Beckmeyer.
Yeah.
That goes to Republic. She went to Republic. Now she goes over to MSU, plays basketball there. You see how marketable she is? The smile. You see on the court, she works hard. Yeah. She handles business. But what catches you is the smile and the joy that she plays with. So, look, that's how you get her to have U.S. Bank ads or
the gas station,
Rapid Roberts.
Yep.
The dental one.
I'm never going.
Smile.
I rarely want to go to Rapid Roberts, but I be seeing her ads on Instagram. I be like, man, I gotta go support just because of her.
And you see, you get the slushies and the different mixes.
Exactly, bro.
But you see what I'm saying though? We see how marketable that is when all you have to do is play with a smile and a sense of joy and actually appreciate what you're doing. Yeah. Everything else is gonna follow. But if you come out there in the court and you just,
come on, man.
How can we market that personality and you say you want to get to the next level?
Come on. And that's what I'm saying. And I don't want to stay on this too long. We already, because it's a lot of positives I want to get to.
Yeah.
But this had me, I'm talking about messed up in the car, bro. Bothered, bro, because I'm I know some of y'all situation. Some of y'all ain't got that family business to go to. If for real, it's either do this or hey, big dog, fill out this Amazon application. No disrespect to people working at Amazon, but I guarantee you go up in there in Amazon, a lot of them, I've been in Amazon. So I'm a person speaking from experience. A lot of them people don't want to be up in there.
No, and especially when you're just graduating out of high school.
Come on.
And you want to get a college scholarship. Like, so I use an example, even my daughters. I tell my daughters, like, hey, look, we're decent, but it will help us out much more if you're able to get a scholarship in X, Y, and Z or certain things.
For sure.
So let's start carrying it like as if like this is a continuation of your career, and you're gonna use this as a launching pad to go further. But you see these kids, like we said earlier, you disrespecting the platform. You don't want this scholarship.
And I'm talking to the people that if you are, like we always say, because in Missouri it's a little bit different. We actually do have players that legit play and don't have no aspirations to go to college.
There are a few.
That's fair. But I'm talking to the ones that you talk the game of. You want to be high level. You want to be D1, D2. You want to get the offer from Evangel. You want to get the top NAIs around the area.
Or you say you want to be Division I.
You know what I'm
saying? Get the NIL bag.
You saying these things, but your energy, your effort, the things you control is not matching that, bro. No. And you control that on a night in basis. Whether it's a 12 o'clock game, in a 5th place game, or a 7th place game at a tournament,
don't matter.
Or whether it's big time, prime time, a Friday night game, district game, and a conference game, and the gym is packed. You control that every single time, bro.
Well, hey, let's go with some positives. So
let's get to the positives.
Yeah, let's get some positives since we talking about it. Let's go. What have you seen so far this year that you like? Like any matchups, any player? Oh, that's a good one. Boys and girls side. Any players or matchups that you really liked?
So I want to go here. I want to start because I want to start from what I've kind of seen this in order. Right. The first one I'm gonna start off with is I gotta shout you out, bro. Them Larson sisters can go. Them Larson sisters can go, man. I got to see a prime time. I was this was a Wednesday night at the Willard Classic. So the girls side, they had a team drop out, so it ended up not like being like a true like tournament style bracket. They ended up having to play each other, and I was blessed to see Stratford versus Kickapoo.
Oh, that was a game. Oh my
goodness. Oh Lord have mercy. I mean, bro. So first half came out. Them Stratford young ladies came out like with a plan. They was like, look, we know who y'all are. We giving y'all all the respect in the world, and we coming out here. We throwing uppercuts and haymakers early.
We ain't class 6, but damn it, we can play like class 6.
So they got out early. They really dominated that game.
The first 3 quarters?
I say the 3.5 quarters, right? Mm-hmm. And then Kickapoo started just making a run. Obviously, Zay Lowry's sister over there now.
Naya Perry
when I tell you that's the energy I want to see you play with, bro. Like she was diving for loose balls.
Yeah.
On offensive glass, defensive glass, like taking charges, like hit some big time buckets to get them back in that game.
They point guard Josie can go.
Josie,
Lexi Ringard. They got us.
Hey, shout out Lexi into that game too, because I be liking Lexi because she posted the highlights on Twitter and all that good stuff. She's definitely what we talk about, what you just talked about, high level energy, great teammate type of player, right? Like she didn't light up the stat line that night, but she had a lot of tough plays, hustle plays to help Kickapoo get back in that game. That was a matchup I like to see. Just a Nod Perry, the other guards you talked about going against the Larson,
Josie going against Kenley and Elsie, and then Trista.
Yeah, bro,
Trista can go. Yeah,
it came down to the wire. One of the Larson sisters. What's the one that's about to graduate right now? What's her first name?
Elsie. She's gonna go to Colorado State.
Man, Elsie had a great look in the corner. To tie it, to send it to OT. She ended up missing it left in the corner. And then they got a loose ball, and they coach called the, I don't want to say questionable because it's always, and I want to tell you, some of you fans, parents too, it's a whole lot easier coaching from the stands versus coaching on the sideline. I'm going to give y'all that credit too. Like, not that credit. I'm going to let y'all know that. Because I questioned he called a timeout, and then he drew up a play. They was inbounding on the left. He tried to draw up a back screen play for a pass all the way to the opposite corner. Yeah. It was a little questionable to me. It was only like 3 seconds on the clock. I would have preferably he gave it to his daughter, let her get it at the top of the key, try to make a quick move, and throw up a contested jumper.
I'll give you insight in that situation as far as being a coach. So when you have about 3 seconds left on the clock, you call a timeout, you get into there, you want to kind of get an action going.
I feel you.
Just because of the aspect of you want to get players in a miscommunication spot where they're communicating over screens, because one of the biggest breakdowns in basketball is really simple. Coaches know this is off-ball defense is not that good, especially if you don't talk.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably trying to take advantage of that, get a quick pass out over the top of the defense. Because in the NBA, that's something they do as well. Like
sure.
they'll try to put an action together, multiple actions, get a defender at least guarding 2 different actions, and see if they make a mistake.
And that part, Miss Perry did not make a mistake. She was the person that switched off that ball screen, that back screen, and made a play on that lob over the top. And she basically, made that great defensive stop to get them that win. That's one for me. From the boys' side,
what you got?
The one off the top of my head, we recently just had, and I called you as I was walking out of the gym. Was Colin Pickering versus Kyrie Simpson. Man.
Hillcrest versus Ozark. Yeah.
Dog of a matchup, bro. Yeah. Dog of a matchup. I got to shout it out to my boy Hendricks, okay? The big at Ozark.
At Ozark, yep.
I've been seeing this. What I like to think too. Like I said, I don't like giving us too much credit, but I definitely do think when we do shout some guys out, we put a bulletin on their back. And I like that from a standpoint of, because if I didn't shout you out and I shouted the other guy out, when you see that guy, you ought to show me why I should be talking about you. And Hendricks 100% did that. Now, I will tell all people, I will say this all the time, because we had some conversations at the gym last night. Hillcrest did get in foul trouble early. But that's not the takeaway from Ozark, because they came out lighting it up. I mean, it was a rough start for KP and Kyrese. They both they struggled from shooting it outside early. Yeah. But then KP started saying, okay, now I'm about to impose my will on that block. I'm about to start getting downhill, get to the free throw line. And so he started doing that a little earlier than Kyrese did. Kyrese's shot started falling eventually. But, man, KP, shout out to my guy.
40-piece.
40-piece, got his 1K, got his 1K ball.
Salute, man.
No, he was doing everything he wanted to do that night. He was getting to the rim. He got on the rim. He was catching lobs. He hit like 5 step backs. Some of them step backs, you like, ain't no way that one gonna fall. No, I was like, bruh, KP was on a mission.
A professional scorer.
On a mission, bruh. On a mission, bruh. And I bring up the question. That's why I always ask. And KP's in that top 5, right? Yeah. We always talk about it. Okay, it's either Chase, Kyrese. If you want to put EB in it, then it's going to be Chase, EB, Kyrese, KP, and then that 5th one is whoever hooping at the best that day, right? That's what we always say, okay? I think Joel is making a case for that. We'll talk about that game here later. But
we can talk about that in a second.
That's what I was
going to go back to one of my moments, because I thought that was a big moment for Kyrese last night, was coming off of that, where they took the loss, where KP scored the 40. It's like, oh, man. Big-time players make big plays. Yeah. And then they go out to Glendale last night.
But stay with the Ozark Hillcrest one.
Yeah.
If we talk about the top 5, does it matter who wins in that battle when you see each other?
It has to.
It has to matter.
Because if it doesn't matter, then we discredit competition.
Okay.
And competition is one of the biggest reasons why basketball thrives, is because you want to see the best versus the best. Yeah. You want to see the big dogs guarding the big dogs. You want to see, even if they're not in the same position, all right, cool. Y'all might not be the same position, but who can lead their team to victory?
And they guarded each other. They didn't start off guarding each other, but obviously because of what Ozark does, a lot of off-ball screens and stuff like that, they got switched on each other. And I remember it was at one point Kyrese picked KP up full court, got the steal, come down, get the and one, get a lay. He screamed something. I had my headphones on like transparent mode, so I couldn't hear. And I still haven't watched it back on film, but he screamed something that KP ain't got a tech. And I'm like, oh, that's like the gym was like, it was rowdy.
Energy, yeah.
I was like, oh, man, this is what I live for. I don't know what he said. If he did cuss, then obviously the ref is granted to forgive him the tech. Yeah. If he didn't cuss and he just kind of screamed, I don't think it was bad enough to give a tech. Also, I never disrespect our refs. They do a great job out here. I appreciate all our refs.
On a side note, refs, I do appreciate y'all, but let's be real here, though. Just 1 second.
We all can be able to take constructive criticism.
Yeah, let's be real here. In a situation like that, atmosphere like that, and you got two of the top 5 players in the area going at it, and you make an emotional play like that, as long as it doesn't lead to like violence or going up and like physicality and stuff, like, we can let just a little.
That's a little bit,
not
because
a lot.
It wasn't like I said, he didn't bump him. KP, Kyrie was right. He was like he had just laid up on the baseline. KP was trying to come block it, so he was flowing. He was all the way back at like the wall at this point. So it wasn't like he bumped him or like stepped over him or nothing like that. It was just like Kyrie's got the bucket and like you feel me?
Nothing wrong with that.
You feel, and that's what I'm saying. So like but I know from a ref standpoint they can say a play like that could lead to some chippiness. It was already these games are already gonna be physical. Like even I said that Kickapoo Stratford girls game. Physical game. Super physical.
Because you got two high level teams. Like for instance, Kickapoo right now, it's Kickapoo girls.
Yeah.
They're number 2 in the state in Class 6. Stratford, they're in Class 4. I believe they're in the top 5 or top 7.
Yeah.
So when you have a top matchup of top teams in their class, like got as a referee, you got to real quick. As a ref, you got to understand the assignment before you go to the assignment. You got to know. It's gonna be one of them
I did ask a ref at the Bill Road Classic because I feel like it has been. Let's be real. In Southwest Missouri, we all know we call a lot of fouls out here, but I feel like it's been I kind of feel like they letting them play a little bit more this year.
Tad bit. I think they are in some instances.
In some instances, and I kind of asked, like, "Hey, ref, like, is that the plan this year?" And he said, one of the refs, and I got a lot of relationships with a lot of refs around here because I just see them a lot, and he was said, like, that has kind of been a conversation that we've had with ourselves of. We somewhat need to do a better job of understanding, like, hey, man, we at these big time games. It's not a team aspect, yes, or why these stands are packed, but let's keep it a stack. Everybody in that gym wanted to come see Kyrie's and Colin Pickering go at it, and we can't get them dudes in foul trouble. Them dudes got to be on the floor. It's like the NBA. LeBron get away with some stuff that. The fifth guy on the bench may not get away with. You know what I'm saying?
Even outside of just the players, and it's just like understanding the matchup. Just understanding, like, listen, look, the physicality in the game is going to be a bit of physicality. Now, of course, the foul when someone's displaced or
for sure,
100%, you got to call it. We get it. We understand. But as far as like just emotional plays, I think it's okay every now and then to let go a couple. Long as they don't go in their face and flex. It's like, all right, man, like you taking it too far. But if you make an and one, you fall on the ground. He walks over right here, and you go,
yeah. You feel me? Cool, and I think in that situation, like you said, it could have been a no call. When you get a dead ball chance to talk to Kyrie, like, hey, Kyrie, that was a little close. You feel me? And he's a level-headed guy to be like, okay, I got you, ref. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing I think the referee should do in the aspect of
a little
like
more communication.
Yeah, at least let them know, or at least even go to the coach like, hey, coach, look, I know it's a big-time game. It's the blue and gold championship. We know we want to see a competitive game, a lot of energy, a lot of physicality. Hey, we'll let some stuff go at your players, but if your players are just being demonstrative towards other team for no reason, we gotta
tee that one up. Let's see one more before I go to you on matchups you had seen. Let me think. I seen the Marshfield young ladies. I seen them Marshfield versus Rolla. It was a young lady for Rolla. I forgot they didn't have a program, so I didn't get to get her name. But I wouldn't say she was like a matchup versus the young lady at Marshfield, 21. What's her name? She's like junior. You know her, Stan.
Yeah, I know. From Marshfield, the one that's really, really good.
Yeah.
Tall, Linky.
Tall, yes.
Peyton,
yes.
She can go.
It was
Peyton Ward.
Peyton, she cooked that now. I want to say. So I want to say she had like 29 or 39.
I seen her this year.
No, Peyton get to it. Peyton, I got a video coming for you for sure.
Yeah.
It was Peyton. I won't say that. I wouldn't say Peyton versus Rolla. It was Marshfield versus Rolla.
Yeah.
And then but like I said, that wasn't really a matchup to me. Let me see if I had Ethan Brown over at the Republic tournament. He never really. They kind of skated through that tournament. I'm not gonna lie.
They play such good team ball together.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Now we would have got if Ozark would have won that first round. We would have got EB versus Rolla. KP versus EB.
Yes,
but they that matchup didn't happen. So I think that's before we talk about what happened last night. Do you got anybody?
Of course,
some matchups you seen.
Man, of course I seen the. Who was it? Last week I seen the The Stratford versus Republic.
Okay, yeah, tell me about that because I didn't know how good Republic was going to be this year.
Republic starting out the season great. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, Republic. Shout out to y'all ladies because I didn't have y'all on my preseason radar like that. No offense.
That's what I'm saying. No offense.
You guys came out and y'all have came out and started off the season extremely well. So shout out to the coaching staff, to the players on y'all team, and like y'all look really, really good. I think Republic is gonna be a team reckoned with. I do think that they have a really, really good chance of like upsetting a few more teams and making some noise. I watched the Republic versus Stratford game. Great game to start off with. Republic, great energy as normal. Man, to be honest with you, man, Elsie, their point guard, man, she had 30, man.
God, she can go, bro.
She can go. And it was this, like, as far as like her distributing, like earlier in the game, like just passing it ahead, like she'll see Trista wide open, running the lane as the big rim running. She'll see her sister in the corner knocking down a three, or like running a play where she gets a flare, knocking off, going off a three. Like she just sees the game. And in that game, she was just more so just attacking, going downhill, finishing at the basket. Getting layups, floaters.
Can I ask you something? And y'all forgive us, we ain't got no script to this pod because we know we got so much we could talk about.
Yeah.
I see a lot of times it's really like guards that can really score, right? We pushing the ball up the floor. Say it's a 3-on-2.
Yeah.
And obviously that first person up the court is flowing to the corner while the ball handler is pressing the bucket, the bucket.
Get to the basket, yeah.
Get to the basket. Why don't they pass that? Or which one you tell me from a coach standpoint? Would you rather to see them kick that ball up the court to the corner, like press it up the court to the corner, or press the basket if I feel like I can't score, then I kick it to the corner?
So, all right, so from my philosophy and just from watching the game, you have the corners. You want to have your shooters get to the corners because first and foremost, it spaces the court. That's what normally is supposed to happen. You space out to the corners and you have a big. Whoever your big is, they normally rim run and they take the defense. So then when you're going up the court and then you have a trail. Your trail can be on the opposite wing. So the point guard, yes, you're right. Point guard's supposed to push it up, see the big rim run. And if the big isn't open on the rim run, and if the point guard doesn't have the lane, they can kick it to the corner because it makes the defense suck in towards the basket.
Got you.
These days with basketball, because people love the 3-point line, they love catching and shooting. So a lot of times if they have really, really good shooters, they'll pass it ahead to the corners and the big is still rim run it, and then they can hit the big, or they can hit the trail guard or hit the trail big, catch, and then go back from right there. Yep.
Because I feel like I see too many times the ball handler is this complete, and I get it. You want a fast break, so I think they can think and score too much. And then by the time they realize they can't score it, they kick it to the corner.
Yeah.
Now that defense is already collapsed back to the corner, and now we just get into like a ball swing, a ball rotation, and now we kind of killed the fast break.
So watch this. I'm glad you asked that because they'll go back to the Republic Stratford game. One of the reasons why the driving lanes and everything and such was open for Elsie was because of this. Like I said, in the beginning of the game, she was passing it ahead, which makes the defense do what?
You gotta
get back and guard. Yeah. So then Trista was kept rim running. So she hit her especially in the first quarter, hit her on a rim run. It made everyone force and run back on defense, which if she's playing chess, not checkers. So towards the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, they're so used to her doing what? Passing it ahead, that now, and they're running back guarding who they're supposed to guard. So now, guess who gets one? Bingo. She gets one-on-ones now because she's played chess by passing ahead in the beginning, and then in the second and third quarter, fourth quarter, it's like, oh, you used to passing me ahead. Oh, okay, now I'm just going to attack you.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm saying I'm watching it from a standpoint of like, is this a coach philosophy or just bad basketball?
No, coaches... It depends on which system you in. Now, coaches, like I know Stratford, I know their coach. Shout out Coach Larson. Like he does a great job coaching. Let me say that right now.
Yeah,
like,
Coach Larson be doing his thing.
He can coach his ass off. I'm gonna say that now. But like his system is set up like that. Like I seen how Trista rim runs the floor when she gets the rebound, how they have a trail, how their shooters either sprint to the corner or the wing. So it just depends on the system.
Philosophy. Okay.
Depends on the coach's philosophy. Now, some of them, they like to have their, I tell you one, some coaches like to have their guard dribble up the court, and then if they don't have anything, he'll get a trail ball screen. Boom, come off the ball screen, and then make a read and go from right there. I got you.
Because I just feel like I seen, especially in the boys' game, that wing, that guy, it's like I said, we 3-2, that wing player is out.
Yeah.
And they can, like you said, you gotta stop ball.
You do.
So why not just get it to that wing, take that player I am still rim running. Now, if the shot ain't there, you bounce pass, chest pass right back to me, and I got the lane.
It's because players want to have the ball in their hand. They're selfish. They don't effing understand the basics of what I said about with Elsie. Pushing it ahead in the beginning. Even if you do like to have the ball in your hand, guess what? It's okay if you learn how to play chess and move the ball. The defense is going to have to react.
For sure.
Once they react, now you can do the one-on-one stuff because watch this. You took away help defense.
Exactly. Right? It's gone.
I know.
And I'm just like, bro, why? Because the things you do with the little ones when they first come up, right? You have one person dribble all the way down the court, and then you set up three people and they pass it down the court, right? And you say you can pass it faster, you can dribble it. That's why I'm thinking you gonna get to the rim faster if you just kick that ball up the court.
The ball moves faster than
keep rim running, right? Or you could, like, if you're an elite 3-pointer like a Kyrie's, right? You could kick it up the floor. They know who your team know who the best the scorer is, right? Most of them not gonna be selfish.
Nope.
If that look truly ain't there, they gonna kick it right back to you. Now you wide open for a trail 3, or like you said, you can keep going. That help, if the help defense is still there, now they wrong. Now you throw the lob, boom. You feel me? Like I'm watching. I'm a little frustrated, but let's keep moving on to the good matchups we seen. Team wise, I got to shout this one out.
Oh yeah,
this was in the Arvis Classic. Kickapoo versus Elias. Really good matchup, man. I remember that. Really good matchup. I talked to you about it. Elias had a second in the third quarter. Now, this is a back and forth game. I think it was probably like 15 to 12 lead changes in this game.
Yeah.
Elias, coach, at one point in the third quarter, it was like 6 minutes left in the third quarter. He set his whole starters. He put the whole bench in.
Yeah, we talked about that.
We talked about it. Now, like we said, the beauty about these early game matchups. Now, this was the Arvis Championship. Yeah. So, talking to these coaches, I talk more, I'm like, do you sometimes making statements over winning? And I get that, especially in the grand scheme of things. Like when Jack said when he was here, dog, I'm cool with us taking our lumps in February. Yeah. I want us to be our best in March. If we take our lumps in December, all that good stuff, that's fine. Let's be our best in March. You know what I'm saying? So I think he chose statement over winning that night. And it's no disrespect to Kickapoo, because it's never, like, even if the starters was in, they still could have made that run to lead them up, because I think they went to the fourth probably up around 8 or 10. Yeah. Elias tried to make a run, just never could get back. Mitch got you down 10. It's going to be tough to get back in the game.
And this year, I tell you what, man, the thing that I see about Kickapoo this year is they can really guard on the perimeter.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're guarding. Yeah. Like, they're not just like pack lining and just trying to stay in front. Like, no, they're guarding, getting a little ball pressure.
I remember when we talked about, I said, is this going to be a Mitch McHenry team we see pick up full court? You rarely see that from the Mitch team. And they picking up, they kind of in like a soft diamond. They hadn't really went full, like.
Well, like I said, a smaller lineup this year. They don't got exceptional bigs.
They can't fully protect the rim in the back end. Yeah. So they like in a soft diamond, but they picking up. And if you get in that ball trap spot, they gonna trap you. Yep. They gonna make life real hard.
And they're disciplined too.
And they so athletic on the back. Like Will, shout out my boy Will, man. He is. I told him Saturday out in Bentonville, I'm like, bro, you hooping the type of hoop that makes people want to talk about you. Yeah. And I love that. Like, he getting on the rim, he's rebounding really tough. He's playing tough.
Just playing to his strengths.
Playing to his strengths. That's it. Like,
playing his role. Coach has him in a specific role. Yeah. Do this. And let's see what we do for the team. Right.
You don't see him out there trying to dribble tween step backs. Yeah. Like, he's playing his role, and he's playing it at a high level. And Kickapoo needed that for them this year, because that's I feel like is they kryptonite. Now, they did fall to Staley. Getting more information, I found out they got to the gym a little late than what they would have like normally wanted to get to the gym.
Which is tough. You have your discipline, and I know Mitch likes to have stuff certain. Yeah, line it up a certain way,
and I take those factors into games, right? But at the end of the day, they fell short on the court. But like I said, it was Staley got a lot of size and length out there. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, and then they also fell short to
is it West?
Olathe West, which is like the number one team in Kansas.
They're good.
Pause again. A lot of size and length out there.
Yeah, but that's what Kickapoo is missing this year. They don't have normally they have that size, the length, and the athleticism on the wing or down low where they can handle it. It's just this year they just have so much of a faster team and more quicker guards. It's like, you're gonna take your lumps depending on the matchups. But one thing I will say about Kickapoo is this: guarantee what you said earlier about taking your lumps early in the year. Guarantee they're gonna make adjustments and find a way for later on in the season. We know what Mitch is gonna do.
Mitch got a whole probably 2-page essay of what he need to do if he see a team like that now.
I trust that.
Yeah.
Let me do this on a side note because I almost forgot about this. I got to show small town teams some love real quick.
Yep.
And small town players.
I got one too. Yeah,
I got 2 girls. So as we said, we always talk about the guys, but I'm gonna talk about the girls real quick. I have 2 girls to show some small town love to that I've seen that have been balling out. One of them, Bella Argo, that goes to Clever.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been seeing her consistently put up like 20 points, having about 9 to 10 to 12 rebounds. Like, the girl can go. She plays, has her motor running every single play of the game, no matter what. Shout out to her. Also, another scorer from a small town school from Bunker out towards that way is Kenzie Barton. She's averaging 27.5 points per game right now. Okay. Just put up 36 and scored 2K for her career. So she's at 2,000. So shout out to them. And then obviously, real quick, I want to shout out to those small towns schools. Let me see another couple of them. Ash Grove, they're pretty decent. I've seen them go.
I seen them twice in person. Millicent Sapp
and Bristol Lathrop.
Bristol Lathrop.
Hey, they can go.
And you brought up the Clever game. That was a matchup. We wasn't there in person.
Oh, I was there for that one.
You was there for the Clever game.
I was there for the Clever
that's a matchup.
Game.
Clever got Ash Grove.
Yeah.
One said it was like 61-56. Dog fight of a game. I talked to Mr. Lathrop. He said it was Clever had some good. They had some good sets. They found a way to get ladies open. And
it was Bella. They got Bella open for a few of them. A few other their teammates hit some clutch shots down in the clutch.
Another one I want to shout out. We got to shout out Miss Chloe Jones, man.
Ooh, from
all-time leader scorer in Willow.
Yeah.
That's huge, man. Shout out my girl Maddie. She a future valor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I love you talk about man. It's funny when we start talking about the things that these players should be, and then when we start talking about the players that are embodying that. I love Miss Jones, man. She's super marketable.
Yeah.
Always got a smile. Like, you could tell she just loves the game, bro.
Yeah. And she plays like it, though. Plays like on the court. Plays like it. Really, she has a marketable game as well. She's shifty with the ball in her hand. Obviously, she's the leading scorer, so you know she's going to be able to score, but you're right. Plays with a smile and just a good sense of flair about her. So I agree with you.
Obviously, we got to shout this young lady out, too, because she's also has eclipsed the leading scorer at her program, Miss Haley Bugman. Shout out over there at Rogersville.
Hey, real quick, let me say this.
I was there for that. Yeah.
Hey, that Rogersville team, they're gonna be pretty decent.
They are loaded, man.
They are senior heavy.
They are loaded.
They're
Help
gonna be
me out.
ready to go.
It's another guard. She just
they're big. I know you're talking about is
the big
Reagan Rass.
Reagan. I want to talk about Reagan next, but it's another one. She's a guard number 3.
Is it Eden Kirby? Is it her?
Eden. Yeah.
Eden.
Kibbe.
Kibbe. Yeah. There we
she
go.
got 1,000 points.
Yep.
As well. She just recently crossed over that milestone.
Yep.
Man, she been shooting it lights out. Because I went on like a 3-game stretch. I got to see them against Ava. I got to see them at Bill Rowe against
I watched that too.
Against Tipton.
Yeah, Tipton.
And then
that was a great game.
That was a great game.
Good.
Tipton
Small
can play.
town love the Tipton. That is a great class.
Shout out to
class
Tipton.
2?
Class 2, yeah,
oh my gosh,
down there,
yeah.
And then I got to see them against Ozark. So I went on like a 3-game run where I got to see them in they recent like last 3 games.
And they're 8-1, I think.
They won all 3 I was at. So if they not undefeated, they might have lost one. Yeah. But the big you talk about, oh my God, oh my goodness,
she patrols the paint, runs the
old school style, like still got the post pin down right hook, like Sky Hook love, like it ain't like all the way Sky, it's like elevated, like where you can't contest it.
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like if she miss it, it's her fault. Like it's on her. Like you really can't contest that shot.
No.
Like, oh my God.
Speaking of that, since we're talking about like that that team, and shout out to them again. Shout out to Haley again for scoring.
For sure.
For being the leading scorer. That Rogersville girls team, that Marshfield girls team, with their players, with Izzy, with Peyton, and with Quinn Aldridge, they're loaded.
I love Izzy game too, bro.
Oh, she moves like a dude on the handle.
Bro, like it's like she fall asleep with a basketball in her hand.
No, right? Like and it
so
seems
smooth,
don't it seem like effortless? Like
yeah.
it's like she's not trying. Like I watched them. I watched Marshfield when they played against against a Clever one in their first game of the year. She came off the ball screen. The ball screen is going on the I think the ball screen. Yeah, the ball screen is gonna be set up on this side. The rim was right there. It's gonna set going to her right. She came, went between the legs, went like she's gonna cross it back, went back. I'm like, dude,
Yeah. And it's like
teach that, man. That's smooth, bro.
I hate it too because a lot of the smooth stuff she do, it'd be like at half court. Like what she get, and that's rarely, I don't normally pick my camera up in time because like, you know, obviously they want to like press up at half, they want to meet her at half. Yeah. And then she'll just do something like do. Like getting right now. I'm like, Ezzy, like what the world? Yeah, like, so, you know, that's crazy.
So what is that? What is I said Rogersville, Marshfield, Kickapoo, Stratford. Right now, those are like my dream team, top teams in the area right now. Who would you put in that fifth spot?
I wish we can. Who else have I checked out locally? I think that's the only four I've seen locally girls wise. I guess would you put Republic in there? Because bro, I wish we could have
we might have to, man.
I mean, I know we got the pink and white. I know we got the pink and white, but I wish we could have like a just 8-team juggernaut girls tournament down here.
I think the pink and white isn't for them though, but yeah, the pink and white's gonna be good this year.
Yeah, you feel me? Like just an 8-team juggernaut.
We gonna be there, aren't we?
I'm gonna be there for sure. I'm actually going day one Thursday. I'll be at Blue and Gold most of the day, but I'm going to the first game I'll be over there for is the Greenwood Thayer game at Greenwood. And then the next day I would,
that's gonna be a good one. Thayer got a good one. Their guard,
Riley Davis.
Yep,
she can go.
Yep.
She I want to say she just got her 1,000-point milestone as well. Yep. As a junior. She's really young, maybe a sophomore.
I think she's a sophomore.
Yes,
bro. No, that's a sophomore.
Yeah, she's a sophomore.
Jeez.
Riley Davis can go. Yeah, and then Alyssa Newman over there at Greenwood.
Yes,
I'm going to see. So that's
maybe
another
matchup.
Maybe a little guard matchup here that we talk about.
And that's another thing too. Like on the girl side, like you talk about the top teams like in the like bigger class schools, but man, those small schools,
bro,
they can go, man.
Like, and that's what I was talking to one of my guys too. It's funny how can like a school like Tipton consistently over the years, be only thing they be good at is girls basketball. Consistently over the years.
For the past 5, 6? I want to say at least the past 5, 6,
yeah,
7
like
years,
multiple different graduating classes and came through there. Because you think about it, most times out of like a 2025 class, right? Most of them only play true varsity years as juniors and seniors.
Yeah.
You may have one that's a standout that plays as a freshman or sophomore, but majority of that class is going to be together for junior and senior year. Mm-hmm. So when you talk about a dominance of 6 years, that's basically that's 3 different classes of dominance. That's crazy, bro.
And they're a small town.
It's small
town. Like their population is not even
like and that's what I'm saying. It's rare for somebody to say people are moving like how they do for Nixa, regardless of what or even like Kickapoo.
Dude, but yeah, they'll get move-ins.
Like they'll get move-ins. You probably ain't gonna see that out there.
No,
so they truly
it's homegrown.
They truly are homegrown and developing these young ladies.
You could tell they're probably like their middle school program was really, really good because once they got into high school, it just took off. But the only reason those smaller schools don't get like the move-ins like that per se is just because they just don't have the name that Nixa and Kickapoo have because they have a tradition of winning.
I'm be real, I want to live out there anyway. I wouldn't want to move out. Like, you feel me? Like, I wouldn't want to move out there. Let's be real. Come on, man.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Like
I've been out there too, bro. I've been out there a few times.
You feel me? No disrespect. I barely wanted to live in Springfield when I first got here. Y'all got one mall? You feel me? Now it's kind of lit in Springfield. You got like, you see they building a new Target over there?
Over there off of right next to the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a foodie, so I locate that stuff with food.
I'm like,
what
in the world they building a new Target? So I said, like, things are up and coming in Springfield. So it makes sense why somebody would move to a Kickapoo, to a Nixa. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You in them small rural towns, like ain't nobody moving to them towns. Them young ladies are being homegrown and they consistently being good teams. I love to see it, man. That's what's up, man.
You know what else I love to see, bro?
What's
so
that?
Watch this. And then we talked about it with like the games, and we'll go to it. It's like the game last night. Mm-hmm. It was the game of the night last night was Glendale and Hillcrest.
For sure.
And what I love is that we talked about how earlier Hillcrest went against Ozark and KP went off and had 40.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, that's a good matchup. Mm-hmm. Like it's like, all right, you know what? Good matchup. He got to win off of that one. Puts KP up a little bit more, notch, right? And then it's like, all right, now Kyrie's has a chance with Hillcrest.
What you gonna do?
You going against Glendale, and Glendale is one of those budding teams in the area where we know Joel and them they're talented as hell. So we know, all right, this is and you hear the rumblings like, hey man, Glendale can be pretty good this year. Like, we gonna see, and man. Great game.
For sure.
I hear Kyrie's put up, not even here, I know Kyrie's
41.
put up 40.
Yeah, 41.
Come back off of that one. But what I loved about that game was this, though, too.
What's that?
All of his points were absolutely needed for them to win.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like it was an empty calorie 41. It was like,
for sure.
the 41, you got the 41 and like a 30-point, 20-point win, or you got the 41 and y'all lost by like 15 or 20. It's like, no, like, you got that 41, and they needed every single bit of it.
Yeah,
it was that important.
For sure. That and so his first game of the season, he scored 40 again, and it was against the Arkansas team. I can't remember Fort Smith. I want to say Fort Smith Northside. That's the full name of it. And it was the same thing. Like it was a 40. They was down 10, and it was a 40 he absolutely needed to have. I was there, and
those are pressure points. Like
like you need them.
Yeah, like you're not taking shots where it doesn't matter.
Like if I miss, like it's like, and that's what it was last night. Like I was shocked in the first quarter. I looked up at the scoreboard, and Hillcrest was down. It was like 19-10, and I was like, man, it don't feel like they would be losing by that much. Yeah, but they are. And so then second quarter, I want to say it was like a 5-6 point game at halftime. The third quarter, the whole team kind of lit up. My man. I think I want to say number 0. Forgive me if I'm saying his name wrong. I think it's David, something like that. For Hillcrest.
That's I know he talking.
Yeah, but they all started lighting it up along with what Kyrie was doing. They ended up finally taking the lead. It was like 46-45 in the third, and then they took off and they ended up that third quarter. They was up by like 8.
Yeah,
and so then they kind of just took that momentum. I asked Jay Field after the game, because I shout out my man Jay Field for having a moment with me. Friend of the pod, man.
Yes.
I asked him, like, man, what was that turning point in that third quarter? Like, what did you say to the guys to come out? And they was like, man, we started guarding. Like, we finally started getting stops. And then Kyrie stayed hot.
Full court.
He stayed hot, man. And then, like, I love the pace of that game, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that game didn't need a shot clock last night.
No.
Other than when it got late. Right, and Glendale, the starter side, fouling with like a minute 10 left.
Yeah,
that's the reason why we do need the shot clock for stuff like that. But that whole pace of that game was amazing. I got to see my man Markel, the big at Glendale. I love guys trying to make names for themselves. And like I said, when we talk about some guys we put, but like I said with Hendricks, I think Javen now the city Javen the real deal.
Yeah,
all right, he the real deal, and I think
he's been performing. He has been.
I told Jay Bands last night, I said, outside of the Moore brothers, Javen right there now. Yeah. Like, he's right there. And so if it's any other bigs in the city that want to be known as a legit big in the city, when you see him, if you don't put it to him, hey, man, it ain't going to be nothing else to talk about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you want us to talk about your name, you gotta put up.
I'll say this right now. From watching Glendale and seeing how they competed in the game, one thing my takeaway for Glendale is about this is don't put y'all heads down at all.
No.
You guys have a way more than enough talent to be there.
For sure.
Take your lumps early, learn how to win, because at the end of the year, I guarantee you, ain't gonna be too many teams gonna want to see them in the districts, like in the district semifinals to get to the finals, or in the district championship. It's like you can't look over them and say, "Oh, we gonna." Nah, not this year.
Not this year. Because we talk about Kyrie's 41.
It took that performance for them to win.
Joel was right there with 35. Now I will say, and I thought about this because I said, why did I feel like he wasn't as impactful in the third? He had 3 fouls. So he had 3 fouls. So now when I think about that, okay, now he wasn't sitting, he was on the floor. But now I can understand why he maybe wasn't so aggressive.
Yeah, you can't be as
But I
aggressive.
will tell him, Joel, you the man. You the man, Joel. Don't let it be too many times where you see another team go on a run.
Starting to surge.
Because I'm gonna be real, you are that run stopper.
Yeah.
You are that guy that you feel a team go on an 8-0 run. All right, hey, coach, whatever. You the guy on the court. Yeah. This set coming to me. This set coming to me.
Or if the set isn't to you, and here goes I'm about to get these young players some game.
Go
You ready
ahead.
for this? All right, players, I'm gonna give y'all some game. So even if the set isn't called for you, right? Or you're playing basketball, boom, boom. So the set's not called for you and you still want to get your shot off. It's a couple things you can do. Really, really simple. First and foremost, one thing you can do, set a screen and slip to the basket. Or go and set a screen for a shooter and watch how the defense react. The other thing, really simple, is this. If the play isn't called for you and you're not able to get the one-on-one, whatever you want to do, cool, no problem at all. When the ball is swung over to you, catching someone on a closeout where you're using that forward momentum. So once you catch it, you can shot fake or you can jab and go. So then I'm just giving y'all little secrets to the game. These are just different ways where I'm giving y'all some game right now where you don't have to always have the play call for you, because that's what makes great players great, is because they also know how to score when the game isn't being called for them directly. Yes. Yeah, I hear you. You turn it up. There you go.
And that's why I'm saying, like, and Joel hit me. I don't want to say you had an amazing game.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would say is I feel like and I know it probably wasn't intentional, because I know how it is sometimes. I remember like being a player, and like I said, I'm from a football, baseball standpoint, so it's a little different from basketball standpoint, because basketball is so up and down, down. You can look up in the past 4 minutes feel like a blur to you. It's like, dang, like what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, was I really trying to rebound? Was I really trying to, should I have checked off the Kyrie at one point? Should I have been more aggressive on the offensive end?
Yep.
I know how that feels, and especially this is your first time, you a junior now, like we talked about with those juniors.
It's your first time kind of like leading a team that has a little expectation.
This your first time, you know, hands down, I'm the man.
Yep.
I'm the man, though. I'm the man. You feel me? Like, I'm that guy to when it's 10 seconds on the clock and we just called the timeout and it's 60-60. Everybody in the gym know I'm getting the ball.
Yeah.
Whether I shoot it or I like
I'm
everybody
able to make a play.
I'm playmaking for somebody else to get the shot off. Everybody know this ball is coming to me.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I'm saying in those moments you got to be able to process that in that third quarter and say, okay, hold on, slow all this down. All right, they making a run right now. It's getting a little out of hand. Slow all this down. Give me the ball. Let me get downhill. Get to the free throw line. Slow this game back down a little bit, because that's what I think should have happened in that third quarter to keep that game from getting to 10. Because I want to say Hillcrest may have got once they took the lead midway in the third quarter, it may have got all the way to 12. It may have got all the way to 12.
Yep.
And so that's tough to come back to in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes game. 8-minute quarter, that's tough to come back to. Now we've seen it happen, and they made a run. They tried to get back in the game.
Close.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, it would have been much better if you go into the 4, 6, 8, you in that range. You know what I'm saying? Because then 2 threes, boom, it's you
right back in.
2 threes and 1, boom, you right back in the game. You know what I'm saying? So
this one before we end it, what are your pre-thoughts going into the blue and gold or the pink and white? Anything you looking to see, or any players or any teams you looking at? Let's take a peek.
I mean, when we pull up the brackets, right? Let's talk about the blue and gold.
Yeah. There we go.
I'll start with let's see. I got the blue division pulled up, so that's the one with Rogersville.
Yeah.
Rogersville. I'll be real with y'all. Now, look.
Hold on, wait. Let me
look. You didn't see this? You got it?
No, I got it. Hold on, watch this. I want to see here. Let me see.
Rogersville, I'll be real with y'all now. If y'all don't win this tournament, it's gonna be a bad look. I'm just hollering. If you do not win this blue division, it's gonna be a bad look. Now I already know what happened last year. I'm sure.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna be honest with you. They do, but one game that I will look out for in that Rogersville side is one game I will look out for.
Which one?
If Glendale can handle their business and get to the semis before they get to the championship. And I'm not I'm not overlooking y'all, but I'm just like this is not no hate anybody. But if Rogersville don't keep their heads on straight, don't look. My method is really simple. You play one game at a time.
Yeah.
You don't overlook anybody.
You cannot look over nobody in the.
If I'm circling a game, that's a possibility that can happen.
That's for sure.
That Rogersville and that Glendale game is a possibility.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Glendale and no disrespect to the friend of the pod, Coach Thornhill at Marshville. I think Glendale just gonna be too. I think Joel is gonna be. They just gonna be too much to handle.
Too much athleticism.
Size. Now we talking about a Kenneth Thornhill that could pop off again like he did last year.
That's why I said. That's why I said you never know.
You never know. You never know. But those are the two games I do. When I look at the Blue Division and I say, who are the two teams that's gonna be able to push Raj and give them some type of adversity?
I think there's another one here too.
It's
at the bottom.
It's
of it,
Willard.
Bro.
It's
dang,
Willard.
you knew what I was gonna say.
That's my
Willard.
2 games. The first
Willard
one
and
gonna be
yeah.
The first one is gonna be Glendale. Mm-hmm. The next one is gonna be at the championship against Willard.
If Willard can get through, their side. Yeah, Willard's gonna have to get through their side.
Now it's a sneaky game on there that I don't know if I want to put on record saying. It's a sneaky game at the bottom of that bracket in the first round that I don't know if I want to put on record saying I can see being upset. It's all the way at the bottom. Who you tell me?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What you think?
I know. I think you're talking about that.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about the Catholic one.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
I figured that one.
Should I go on a limb and say that?
Well, so let's say this. Republic is good. They're disciplined. Tim Brown does a great job with them. It's just, I don't know, man. That Catholic team, I think they can cause some. I think they could be a Cinderella story because you always get one. Because remember, last year you always get a Cinderella story every year in the blue and gold.
Sure.
Last year it was Bolivar.
Bolivar, but that was in the second round too, though.
But we still didn't know Bolivar was going to do that.
And let's be real, nobody before that game was giving Bolivar a chance. Nobody before that game was giving Bolivar a fighting chance.
And that's why we're here to level out the playing field because of what you said earlier. You said that, hey, man, that Marshfield team, we can't count them out because you're right. Thornhill and them, he can have his boys ready to play and they can upset and lead and get over into that Rogersville
So I'm going to be real.
Yeah.
A matchup I did forget, Catholic is small because that's 4.
Yeah.
It was Ryder versus Kobe James. Willow Springs versus Catholic. And them two dudes went at it. Yeah. Catholic ended up winning that game, I want to say about 5, but it was a dog fight the whole way. Yeah. And the shot clock will be on. Now, I will say this. The difference between Willow Springs and Republic is Republic.
They got some size.
They got size.
They got some bigs.
And Ryder is going to be guarded by Kieran. And that young man there.
That young,
that's a bad boy.
Hey, and real quick, you talk about Kieran, you talk about guarding. That's what he's going to. That's what he does on the football field.
That's what he wake up and ready to do.
He's a lock-up corner. That's what he does.
He wake up ready to lock somebody up. And so that's the thing when I question Republic's overall talent this year. So I seen him at the Republic tournament. The one thing I was happy to see is Kieran is trying to be that more on the offensive end this year.
Yeah.
He is trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I knew that was going to be the X factor of this team. And they did.
Because they don't have Brindley, obviously, from years past to lean on that scoring ability at that guard spot.
Exactly.
Where now you got to have some guys that's going to step up.
They lost in that first round, they lost to Olathe North. Olathe North got a really talented guard on their squad.
They're decent.
And they got some size as well. Yeah. They didn't shoot it great that game, but I think I'm gonna attest that to, and I wanted to talk about this too later. I'm gonna attest that to, we gotta sometimes stop saying teams didn't just shoot it well. Sometimes we gotta attest that to the defense. It could be the defense. Yeah. Sometimes we gotta attest that to the defense.
It could be the scheme. Like they could be overloading the gap and take away your drives.
Them shots harder to get off. Them shots harder to get off some nights.
Or you could be zoned, or they may know like your tendencies. Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
So, but they ended up falling short today, and it was a very low scoring game. But see, that's my X factor. But Catholic does have some guys that can just light it up a little bit, man.
Hey, you know another game that I'm looking at on the blue side that can be a decent one, and he's put up some big numbers, is that Sparta and Crane game.
Yeah.
Abel's putting up some he's put up some decent numbers too. So obviously that's an 8 versus a 9 seeded matchup. So you never like what we said, bro, you never know. Like going back to last year with Bolivar, you just don't know.
And I hate that even if because Abel has been lighting it up this year.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I talked to, shout out my guy Josh Humes, 417, sponsor of the pod. Shout out 417 Elite. I hate they gotta run into Raj the next round. Because it's just
Crane,
that's one that you like if they play that game 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can scratch one out. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the shot clock being on. You know?
And watch this now. So now we go over to the gold side. So what you looking like on the goal side over here? What are you looking like?
So Nixa is obviously the 1 seed over here.
Yeah.
I want to talk about how Fairgrove. I don't think Fairgrove is that bad of a 16 seed. That was one of the first things I looked at because Nick Fairgrove last year had to be like a. I remember when
I thought they were like
they had to be like a 4,
top 7 to 4 seed.
Yeah, they was like a 4 or 5, and
Yeah.
I seen them at the Clever tournament. They fell short to Marshfield in the game. I saw them. Nevertheless, I just wanted to bring that up. But I mean, I think this is overall the better bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got Nixa in there. You have
Bolivar at the 4. Branson is no joke.
Real quick, on a side note, and you got Ozark in there. Hey, on a side note, this is a shot clock tournament, you guys. So check this out. One of my biggest takeaways on this one is this. I want to see how Hartville adjusts to having that shot clock. Like how fast is it going to pick up their pacing of the game? Because no offense to them, they normally play at a slower down pace where they're much more methodical.
Yeah.
They want to run their stuff. They want to get a layup on you or a wide open catch and shoot 3 off of it. So I want to see how well they adjust to having that 35. Like, is it going to speed them up too much? Is the other team going to get too many possessions? You know what I mean?
I will say this. Have you ever watched Hartville play when they were for sure the better team?
Yeah.
Okay.
A few times.
You can say it is a little bit of a difference, right? Yeah. And I was taken back by this. Last year, I seen their first round district playoff game. Yeah. And I forgot who they was playing. They were clearly the better team. And it wasn't none of that hold the ball for 2 minutes.
No, they go.
Boom was getting up and down.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. And it took me back because I was like, oh, they actually do have a play style where they get up. Like I want to say in that game, they was picking up full court. And so they actually do have a play style to where they can get up and down. So I think with that shot clock being on, I think they just going to go ahead and lean into it and say, let's go ahead and get up and down.
Yeah.
Obviously, we still got that in our backbone because that's the part. They can run that set. They run it for a long time, and it's even times as fans we watch, be like, dog, the dude was wide open on that back cut. So they have that ability to be able to run it for 35 seconds and try to get off a shot, maybe inside a second. That's
what I'm wondering. Is it gonna how well they'll play to their advantage, especially when say for instance, if you're looking at the bracket right now, and if you're just seeing, you see Ozark down at the 3 seed on that same side, and you're like, you know what, that could be a matchup where they could end up going against a team like Ozark where they got scorers. Yeah. Where it's like, hey, another thing is like, what if they get down early, maybe 10, 12, and they got to speed it up a little bit. Yeah. It's like, okay, how equipped? So I'm just really curious to kind of see about that.
And I'm going to tell you right now, friend of the pod, Jack Simpson.
Yeah.
Parkview has not won a game yet to this point.
Yeah.
As of right now, as we speak right now, before
it's
the Bull go, I want to say 0-6 or 0-7. They are going to win that Mount Vernon game. Okay. If they find a way to get past Hartville.
Hey. Jack normally shows up for these, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He shows up.
And we said it when we were sitting here, we didn't realize how many big time games this man has played in.
Or coached in too.
But I think that's the only thing this team, and he said it, it's a bunch of young guys that haven't had their opportunity yet, that now it's their opportunity. If they find, and I think the only thing they missing is that level of confidence to believe they can do it, right? They played Hillcrest before Hillcrest played Glendale. It was a 5-point game. It wasn't like no sleep. It was a 5-point, and Parkview was tough in that game. Like that game really never got past a 5-point lead.
Yeah,
I want to say the final was somewhere like 58-53, something like that.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a tough one. What about do you have the brackets for the pink and white?
Yes, I do.
I'm trying to find it. I know I just had it on here too.
You want me to send it to you?
Yeah, send it to me real quick. Because I just had it. Like, dang it.
Yeah, so pink and white's looking good. Let me send this over to Stan real quick.
Yeah.
All right, pink and white looking good. I'm looking at that white bracket first.
Oh yeah, let's go. White one first. Okay, let's
so they got Kickapoo at the 1, and they got Raj at the 2.
If we see that matchup, Oh, that's gonna be a good one, bro.
Shout out to the Pink and White, man. Like
The Pink and White looked out. They looked out this year, man. They gave us some stuff that we want to see.
You feel me? Like I get it with what the blue and gold's doing of everybody got to rotate and it's like we'll say that conversation for another day. But this is what we talking about. We want to see, bruh. Matchups. We got Kickapoo, Raj, and Nixa, and we got to shout out to Lady Hillcrest Hornets. Hey, they was in the championship last year.
Real quick, a sleeper team that I see in there too, man. Listen, Skyline is decent.
Come on, bro.
Clever is decent in that one. Like, dude, they got some squads in here right now.
This is
hey, and at the top, real quick, on my fault, on the top of the bracket, bro. I have a sleeper.
Miller.
I have one. I have a sleeper though. I do like Miller, but I have a sleeper, bro.
Reeds.
Yeah. Reeds has been playing very well.
Your girl over there,
Sailor.
Yep.
Hey,
I seen Sailor when I was out there, man. Shout out Sailor, man.
Bro, they're playing really good, man.
Step Ministries. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, they doing good, man. I can see that one. The Knicks team started off kind of rough this year, but we already know, man. Knicks they're talented up where you're not gonna be surprised if Knicks makes a run
for sure.
And they end up playing what? Rogersville in the semis. Or in the right before this, in the semis. I wouldn't be surprised. So how you seeing that one kind of play out?
Man, well, I just want the shout out to Hillcrest this year for getting that 4 seed. Last year, they shocked. I don't know if they shocked the world when they beat Nixa, but it was definitely they raised some eyebrows. And they still found a way to get all the way to the championship.
They did, yes.
This one's gonna be fun to watch, man. This is a fun.
That's gonna be a fun division,
fun bracket, bro. This is a fun bracket.
Let me ask you this: do you see any before we go on to the pink side? I said the Reed Springs team. You see anybody should be on upset alert? You think?
I want to. That Miller team is really talented. I just don't know if they got the size to deal with Haley Bookman and the big. We talked about Reagan.
But they can dirty it up. And
they can dirty it up and they can shoot it. The shot clock is going to be on for this one too.
Yes.
So
I love it. I love
that's a factor that kind of plays into the teams that got more size and because if you could keep it to a low scoring game. Yeah, I think it does favor Miller in that point.
Yeah.
Because then you can look up and it can be like a 5-point, 3-point game in the fourth. Yeah. Versus with that shot clock on, sometimes runs just happen. You know what I'm saying? And then you can look up, it could be a tie game, and you look up 3 minutes later, it's a 10-point game.
Yeah.
Just because of the pace of what that shot clock.
I love that. I love the pace that it gives you. Yes.
So I don't necessarily see none in the white. Okay. It would be Miller for me. It would be Miller.
Okay. I like Miller.
Because I really don't see when you a 5 seed and up to me, I really don't see that as it would be an upset to see say Skyline or Hillcrest clip Kickapoo. That would be an upset, but I don't necessarily see it like that.
Yeah.
I see that as two you already respected with the seeded number, and then yes, it's an upset. Don't get me wrong, because people are gonna be told you that don't make sense. It is an upset number seeded wise, but I don't see it as far as playing wise. If the bracket run its course and Rogersville and Kickapoo is there, if Rogersville beat Kickapoo, ain't nobody gonna see that as no upset
because they're one of our top 5, top 4 teams in the area.
Yeah,
agreed, 100%.
So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully nobody in the comments "Toe, that don't make sense." What you're saying? Yes, it's an upset, but I'm saying matchup wise, I don't really truly see it as upset. You know what I'm saying?
So we go over to the pink side, pink bracket. Ooh, I like the. Hey, bro. Hey, man, I like this bracket, too, because what the pink and white did in this one was this. I loved how they paid attention to early season matchups, meaning this. They didn't put Stratford and Kickapoo in the same side again because we already seen that game.
Already seen it.
So let's see something. I love how they matched that one up right there.
Now
I
you
love
get Stratford Marshfield.
But isn't that what we want to see? We want to see the matchups. We want to see the different matchups. So
that's what we want to see.
What are you looking at in this one right here? This is a good one.
I'm curious about Glendale. I haven't seen Glendale in person yet. I'm curious to see how well they are. Obviously, West Plains, another school we talk about of just dominance over the years.
I'm going to say this right now. You brought them up. That's who I was going to say. I think that may be my sleeper in this one, bro.
West Plains?
I think that may be my sleeper. I think West Plains, man, they have a good team, man. They can make a little noise. And real quick, even though they're a 3 seed, but watch this though. When you look at the 3 seed, you look at the teams that stand out on here. This one, obviously Marshfield, and then obviously Stratford. But you just look at them and you see Republic, and you're like, man, Republic has had a good year. So you kind of lose sight of that 3 seed with West Plains, but they can go.
And another one, I'm gonna bring it up again. It just may be a down year for Fairgrove. But Fairgrove won the pink and white last year.
Yeah,
and now they're all the way. They're saying now they're a 16 seed.
That's because they graduated all their seniors, and then this year they've had 2 injuries, and they have a couple freshmen that are starting. I know one of them plays for us with Standout Prep. I know Kara Hart. She's a freshman jumping in there, so they're gonna take their lumps and bruises.
It's a rebuild year.
But let me say this now though.
Y'all better get them while y'all can.
Get them while you can. Hey, everybody, get Fairgrove while you can, because in a couple years, they're going to be good. I'm going on record saying that right now. I think they're going to be really good in a couple years.
I like that.
I'm saying that now.
I mean, that was just very interesting to me to see them. Like, I want to say I don't know if they was a 1 seed, but like,
I think they were a 1 or a 2.
As high a seed they were last year, to be all the way to say you're the worst team in the bracket now is just like,
that's what happens when you have a graduating class. Do you have, who's your any dark horses you see in this one?
In the pink bracket, the 5 and 4, like 5 and up isn't as strong as 5 and up in the other bracket. But like I said, I haven't seen, no disrespect, because I haven't seen Glendale. But I know just because it ain't no young ladies we talking about over there, this is a chance to get your name out there, because we will be live in attendance, feet on ground. Live in location, whatever you want to say.
Live in location,
we're going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see these teams in person, like Glendale. I heard some things out of that Norwood young ladies team.
Norwood can go. They got another. They got a lady that plays for us. She Kaylee Chadwell. She can. That Norwood team can go. They got Jaden Chambers. They have Gentry Duvall. They got. Hey, Norwood can. They can make that if. No, obviously they can't take the first game for granted, because any game is up for grabs, y'all. But if they can get into that Marshfield game and they can keep that close, like, hey, it could be a tough game for Marshfield, because Marshfield, don't get me wrong, Marshfield's good. I'll tell you a team I'm looking at too that could be a little bit of a dark horse. If you want to pick like a lower seed for a dark horse, I'm really curious to see what Ozark's gonna do.
I seen Ozark in person against Rogersville.
They're young.
They do have a really good guard over there.
You talking about the freshman?
Is she a freshman?
Reese?
Yeah.
She can go.
She can go.
She has to grow and learn how to win, but she can go.
So I seen them in person against Rogersville. I think they a team. Yeah, they can get hot. They kind of started off. I don't want to. I be kind of choice words when I use, because I don't want nobody to feel disrespected. But
of course,
I call it how I see it a little bit too, y'all. It's kind of seemed like it was at Rogersville. It kind of seemed like they was, I want to say scared, but kind of like they treated them like, oh, okay, y'all Rogersville, and then I think
a little inexperienced for the moment.
And then once I think once they got into the game, they got more confidence. And they actually did make a run there in like the late third to bring it. It was like a 10-point game. And I think after that, then Haley Buckman and them just kind of went on a run, and it was it from there. But to say, I think this Ozark team, that's a good sleeper, because I think if they come out playing confidently, that's a team that can be scary.
And another one is this. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Another one is this here. People ain't paying attention to it. I know obviously Stratford and Republic already played, and Stratford beat them at Republic, but you look at it, hey, they could meet up again, and they could be like, that's another thing. They could be looking for revenge. Like, not gonna say could be, like, they probably are looking for revenge to say. So who knows if Stratford is sleeping? Because
we seen it last year in the blue and gold. Ozark had clipped Branson before they played. They had played before the blue and gold. Now they recently just played again. Ozark won again. I don't think that's going to be a matchup this year over there on the blue and gold. But I bring that up to say, like,
last year
you get an early look at a team. You get some, line some things up, and then hey, you come back and do it again. It could be, some things different. This time the shot clock is on. You on a college court, so it's a tad bit bigger.
You got you got a little bit. The background is much more further away.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like lights a little bit brighter. You know, shot clock is on. You know, so a lot bit more at stake. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited. I always like to say, because the blue and gold is a 4-day tournament. That's a grueling tournament.
It is.
When you
It's
get to that
tough.
championship day, everybody got
Tired.
You know, even if you're the 1 seed and you had easy games, just that process of playing a game and then because I remember that time I was with y'all for the blue and gold, and obviously that was a big year because nobody on that team had won a blue and gold yet. And just the grueling of we play one, and it's like, okay, that one's over. Now we gotta get ready for the next one.
Yep.
We got to get ready for a matchup zone. Like I remember it was from Fairgrove to Rogersville. It was a day. You got really like 10 hours to scout. You know,
that was it. Yeah.
And that's a lot to prepare for and a lot of information to
And you don't get the we didn't in that championship game. You don't practice against too many matchup zones. So we had to. You
don't get to run a full scout for it.
No,
you
don't. So and honestly, in the game, you gotta learn how to. That's another thing about coaching where I think good coaches can prepare for games and have their team ready to play. Great coaches, I think, can make in-game adjustments.
Yeah.
And I think in those situations when you don't have as much scout time and you're able to kind of get the scout team out and kind of work on it, great coaches can adjust, and great staffs and programs can adjust right then and there on the spot.
Yeah.
So I think that's another thing too. Is like you when you're looking at these teams and winning these 4-day grueling long term, because normally tournaments are normally what?
3 days, yeah.
These ones are 4 days.
It's a 4-day tournament. Yeah.
That's where you also see not only just the great players, you also see the great coaching staffs that can come out there, because right now everyone's obviously planning for everybody right now. So like you're able to see certain things. Like the first 2 games, I'm gonna give you guys insight. First 2 games are normally pretty much scouted out and prepared for higher seeds. You kind of understand and kind of know.
Yeah.
Now, after that, you know a little bit about the teams. You'll send a couple coaches to kind of go ahead before a couple games and scout, get some shouting charts up, or get some like player profiles and stuff. But then like the semifinals and the finals.
Yeah. Cause I'll be damned if I let you do I'll be damned if I let you do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously if that worked for you that night and that fits in our philosophy to shut that down, I'll be dang if I let you come out there and still do
Let's
it.
be real. Listen, look, I'm telling you right now, another insight. Coach, I'm giving coach an insight right here. Hey, here it is, really simple. You have a team that you know they want to run their option number A. I'm telling you right now off the rip, I'm taking away your number 1 option A. I'm making you play to B and to C because
somebody else gotta beat us.
Yeah. I gotta take my chances. I'm not letting number A beat us the whole time.
Somebody else gotta beat us for sure.
No,
yeah, definitely.
No.
Yeah, that ain't happening. I'd be crazy to let it happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's why sometimes when we see stars go off, it's like, bro, y'all really not doubling him? Like, shout out to Fielder last night and Joel. I say that in that third quarter, right? Like, they started blitzing Joel's right hand. They started blitzing him when he went to the right. You know what I'm saying? Like, little tendencies like that, like make a guy have to sit back and go, okay. Because let's be real, most high school students can't adjust like that on the fly.
That's why I said the great ones can make adjustments in the game.
Exactly. So, if you just show them one different look, it may take them a whole quarter before they realize, okay, this is now how I can get to where I want to get to. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, the first 2 days, we got that Sunday break. So that semifinal game should be fun because it's going to be highly scouted. You got an extra day, probably. I'm sure everybody gonna come in for practice that day. You got to.
Yeah, you have to. You got shoot around. So you'll have shoot around for about what? Hour and a half. They'll give you a list of like, all right, look, this team does this. This is what they. And the scouting report is really simple. It's just like, all right, here's what they mainly do. They mainly play 4 out, 1 in. Just give an example. All right, 4 out, 1 in. All right, so you got to make sure you got deny the post or 3/4, however you want to guard the post. And then like, obviously, if this is the shooter, don't leave.
Yeah.
Stay put.
Man, I kept. So that was yesterday. I went to Ash Grove versus Appleton City.
Yeah.
And shout out to she's not in our really area, but Baylor Bronzenberger.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she can go, but Appleton City kept leaving Millie, and Millie was lighting it up. I remember it was like one point in the second quarter, you could just hear the coach scream, "Stop losing 22." So or number 2, I think your number 2.
Yeah,
stop losing 2.
Yeah.
Stop losing her. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just somehow they was trying to. They went into like a matchup zone. They went in boxing one, and then she would kind of do a thing, get to that corner, And then the ball, they would reverse the ball, you know, a skip pass over to that corner. She'd just be wide open. She'd let it go.
Hey,
They're like, man, stop leaving her.
at some point, you got to pay attention to the scout. If you are players, if you're going away from the scout and you're going what we call rogue,
it's gonna kill you.
You better pay attention to the scout report. But man, hey, real quick, before we leave out, I do gotta say one thing. Sponsors, please, hey, reach out to us if you guys want to get your logo in here. You want us to do some ads or whatever for you guys. Give you about 10 to 15 second commercials in between this and that stuff, and like just show love to your products and whatever you want to do, man. Please hit us up. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit up Tow on Instagram, hit up me on Instagram, hit us up on X, Twitter, like, yo, whatever you want to do. If you want us to like show love to your products and stuff and you want to be a sponsor of the show, please hit us up. Anything to say before we get out, man?
Nah, man, we appreciate y'all. Well, stay in and say like, comment, subscribe, hit us up. We love to be sponsors of the pod. Shout out to the sponsors we do have right now.
Yes.
417 brand and Hard Bells. Shout out Hard Bells. Appreciate y'all being sponsors of the pod. Other than that,
hey man, y'all already know, man. Hey, God's work, not mine. Hard work, the only thing that works.
yes sir. Peace. See y'all next time.
Yeah.